Hey folks, man, this is Monk. We're back with another episode of From the Canopy Film Show, and I'm joined as always with my co-host. We got Cornelius, aka Evil Corny.
What's up?
What's good, man? I'm getting close to Christmas time. I've been getting some films in, man. You know, surprisingly, a lot of stuff is coming out this month. And so we're here. We're going to talk about, review some films for y'all and whatever else pops into our head. But I got three in since the last time we were here. My first one I'm going to talk about is the mystery movie at Regal. And I do want to give a fact out to folks because it seems that AMC, they also have adopted this mystery film program. And I think they do it on the same... It seems like every 2 weeks on a Monday night, and I think they're on the same schedule. And just from my little bit of research, it seems like they are showing the same mystery films. So if you have been wondering, you know, if you wanted to take advantage of that, you know, it's a cool program. $5 to see these films. Monday nights, usually around 7 p.m. So that time is locked in. They do give you a hint on the runtime and the rating of the film. So if you're thinking about taking your kids, you don't want to be shocked with a rated R film. But this film for this week was The Boys In The Boad. And this is a biopic sports thing. And it's directed by George Clooney, which is a little bit interesting. It's also an adaptation of a best-selling novel. But the synopsis is, during the height of the Great Depression, members of the rowing team at the University of Washington get thrust into the spotlight as they compete for gold at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin. This film stars Caleb Turner. He's our main kid who's going through this thing in the Depression era. We also get Joel Edgerton. He plays the coach of the team. Jack Mulhern, Hadley Robinson, Thomas Elms. And I think that's it, man. Most of these people I hadn't seen before. So, you know, some of you guys are more versed in, you know, the film stuff. Then, you know, you probably recognize more of these people than I do. But they don't stand out to me, you know. But I will say this. For the most part, I thought this film was just okay. I had no intentions of seeing this. Like, if it was going to be doing this regular run, which I think is around Christmas time, I would have skipped it, to be honest. It didn't look that interesting to me. And aside from just the story not really pulling me in, I feel like we've seen these kind of sports films all the time, but the sport just wasn't that interesting to me, man. I think the best thing I've seen done with a crew team was on How High when Redman joined the crew team. It was cutting up, but this didn't have a whole lot of fun stuff. I mean, interestingly enough, it's hard to make a crew race look interesting. So after you see the first race in the film, there's probably like 4 of them. You've seen them all. I don't think the casting was interesting. I think everyone did what they could do, especially Edgerton as this coach. It's hard to, you know, I've rarely ever seen him, you know, as a lead in the films. He's usually like a, you know, a side character, but it's essentially he's splitting it with the lead guy. They've got damn near about the same amount of screen time, so that was a little bit interesting. I always enjoy coaches in films and, you know, stuff like that. You know, those guys, like, you know, but I just don't think the script gave these guys enough work with. It's serviceable, it gets the job done, but there's nothing in this that's superly memorable. Speeches, monologues, dialogues, exchanges. It's running at about 2 hours, so we've got this love interest wedged in that's super shallow just to be there. I don't know why you couldn't cut that out and had this thing run a little bit better, because this is also a film that kind of, it feels like it ends. But then I didn't know it was going to go all the way up to the Olympics. I just thought this guy just was like, you know, he needs money. That's the only reason for joining the team, man. He's an orphan, pretty much. Not so much orphan. His mom is dead, and the dad is just, you know, rolled out when he's 14. So he's been raising himself the whole time, and he needs money. It's Depression era. It's messed up. Like, he's about to get kicked out of school. His friend comes up to him, was like, "Yo, we can make some money if we make this team." He makes the team, and it goes from there. I didn't know it was like going to the Olympics. Like I said, I had no knowledge of this book or novel, so there's like one race, and I was like, "Well, damn, you could end the movie now." But nah, we gotta go to Germany, and I think it's 30. What year is this, man? 40?
I'm not sure. I saw the trailer for this film, and even though I like a lot of films that Clooney directed, I had zero interest in this one. And,
It's 1936 Olympics. That's the one in Germany where Hitler was running this thing. So, I mean, my original score for this film was going to be 2.5 stars, but I gave it another half star because there is a shot of Hitler's showing utter disgust and disappointment at losing, to the American team. And I was like, you know what? All right, I'll give you a little bit more of a boost for that. But as it stands, I don't know. I can't recommend it, unless you just want to be a completionist and have it under your belt and saying you have seen it and you did give it a chance. And it seems like, I'm looking at them on the Letterboxd now, looking at, people's reviews and impressions, and a lot of them seem to feel a bit like I did. Like this is just one of them ones. It looks like, who probably would like this a lot? I feel like older film goers. This boomers probably going to love this. It's just their pace. It's just their kind of, film. I feel like this would have been on CBS or NBC in the 80s as a movie of the week on a Sunday or some shit like that. It just has that kind of vibe. But that's it. For me, I'm going to give it a 3 reluctantly, Just, it did what it did.
I know we're doing scores now.
I mean, sometimes I do. I'm trying to give you an indicator of where it stands in my mind. Like, I don't think sometimes okay is good enough. I got to give you sometimes a meter of what I'm feeling about it.